Herb here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Sonic Origins, and today we're going to be moving on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So this one's obviously done in the second game. We're going to keep it on Anniversary mode. Once you actually start up the game, you are going to want to get to the title screen. We're going to punch in the level select code. It's going to be up, 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 down, 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 left, right, left, right. Once you punch that in, you should be taken to the level select list. Once you see the list, make sure you head down to the sound test. We're going to punch in the debug mode cheat. So in order to get it up, you need to make sure you play these songs in this order. It's going to be 199211124. If you hear the ring sound effect, that's how you know you've done it correctly. Once the code has been entered, make sure you head all the way back up to the Death Egg, and that should load you into Death Egg Zone. Once you are here, we're going to move forward, and we're going to start the last boss. The boss is going to have two forms. You first have to fight Mecha Sonic. Pretty straightforward fight. It's basically going to have two kinds of attacks. If it rolls into a ball, it's going to go to the opposite side of the screen, so you can head it off. It's also going to have its dash, where it's going to go forward and then return to its same position, so it's very easy to predict where it's going to end up and when you can hit it, which is basically going to be any time between its attacks. Do keep in mind you are going to have to aim at its face, so try to not jump directly on top of it, as it is going to hit you with its saw quills. You want to try to hit it from the front at an angle. And of course, just as always, you do have access to the debug menu, so whenever it's attacking, you can just hit B to enter debug, and that way you are invincible. Also, if you do end up making a mistake and end up dying, if you hit the B button to enter the debug menu at the start of the death animation, you will cancel out the death. Once you defeat it, it's going to blow up, and then you're going to chase Robotnik down, and then start the second phase of the fight, where you're going to fight the giant robot. This one is going to be one of the longer Sonic end boss fights, so be a little patient with this one. It's going to start out by marching forward. Just make sure you keep backing up, or you can just stay in debug menu and stay invincible. Doesn't really matter. What's going to end up happening is it's going to take a step back, and then it's going to blast off. Then what you want to do is want to make sure you try to go as far right as you can while still being on screen. It's going to try to target you, and what you want to do is want to make sure you stay still until it fully locks on, and then make sure you just head slightly to the left. It's going to land, and then what you want to do is want to make sure you exit out of debug menu. You want to jump up, and its vulnerable part is going to be the front of its body. Again, don't worry too much about dying, as again, you can cancel out your deaths by hitting the B button to enter debug menu at the start of the animation to cancel out the death. So as long as you land a hit in, that's going to be the quickest way of defeating it. Even if you do play a little recklessly right here, you can avoid all of your deaths by taking advantage of the debug menu. It is going to change up its attack pattern every now and again, but because we're using this strategy, we're just going to do the same thing over and over. We're going to bait it into landing, move slightly to the left, exit out of debug, and then jump up to land a quick hit in. If we do end up accidentally hitting it, we are going to die, and then we're just going to cancel our death using debug again, and you just want to keep doing that until it goes down. Once it finally does, all you have to do is just book it through the last hallway, and then the screen is going to fade to white. You're going to get the last cutscene and all that stuff. Let that play out, then let the end credits play out, and then you're going to get to the start of the Origins cutscenes. And then at the start of that, you should be good for this achievement. This one is going to be for 80 gamer score, and that's going to wrap it up for another Sonic game. Check back soon next time, where we're going to cover Sonic 3. But that's it for now, and that's all there is to it.